Hi, I'm going to talk about beginning bouncing strokes, okay? I want you to take your bow hand and move it up to a lighter point. I got this idea from Paul Rowland, a great professor that used to teach at the University of Illinois. So by holding it up here, it makes the tip of the bow feel much lighter. Now I want you to, maybe on the D string, just push. You're not moving sideways at all. You're just going up and down and feeling the bounce, okay? Now you can go to the A string by dropping the right elbow. This stays in a line. This part of the stick and the upper arm move directly or together. You're going to go from the D string to the A string and then back to D. Now we can incorporate a little bit of motion, of bowing motion, but just a tiny bit. So we're going to be bowing in a somewhat V shape, and it will be very angular in its sound. Go to the A string. Did you drop your elbow? And maybe back to D. Remember, we're bowing in a V shape. Now let's start to bow in more of a U shape. This requires that you feel the elbow moving up and down. So there's more length to the bow stroke. And you see I'm now making a U shape. Still with this early bow hand, this light bow hand. You might want to do it in the balance point of the stick, which is really close to where your hand is now. Lengthen the arm. Move the arm in more length, more distance covered. U-shaped attack. If it's bouncing too much, roll out to the side of the hair a little bit so the stick is, or the wood is away from your nose. Just a little bit. Wood away, okay? Go to the A string. Drop your elbow. Okay? If we get too vertical, Roland called that a flaky sound. It's kind of fun to do though. Alright, so back to the U shape. Now if you're already playing Twinkle, you could do it maybe starting on open D. I think it's easier on the lower strings because the bow bounces easier on this angle than on this angle. It takes more control on the E string. That doesn't mean you shouldn't work on it. Work on it a lot. Let's start. We're going to do Twinkle. 4 notes. Change. 4 notes. Feel the rebound of the stick. Okay, that's a great way to start. It's fun. Students enjoy the action, the motion. They give you something else to do as a teacher in a group class. And teach them spiccato. That's what we're doing, is spiccato. After they can do that, perhaps you can then move down to the traditional bow hand. It gets harder right away because you have more weight. If they're very young, do not do this yet. But then maybe remember to attack the bow. Attack is an ugly word, I don't like it, but you're going to approach the string with the wood away from your nose slightly to absorb that noise. And it's still the arm swinging. Remember, you can make a V shape or a U shape. I like to bring my forearm up a little bit, the wrist goes higher, and I support the weight from under here so that I can control how, especially at these slow speeds near the balance point, how long the bow is on the string. If it's faster, I move higher up the bow and I drop the arm a little. But it's still a controlled bounce, okay? Right now, just work on the light bow hand until you have it. Once you have that one, then go to the more advanced bow hand or the irregular bow hand. Roll the stick away from you. Experiment with different spots. What would happen if you tried it up here? Move towards the balance point. What if you're longer on the string? Your contact. You get a mushy sound, which is beautiful, and I like it. If you want a crisper sound, more of a V shape. shape. It'll get out of control and bounce too much very quickly though. So experiment with all those things. Alright? Good luck. Thanks.